Hi. Welcome to Talk Comics to me. I'm Champ Champenstein. I almost said it's Champ Champenstein. I guess it doesn't matter.
It's Heather Hadley.
Reporting live from Omaha, Nebraska.
I'm in my home.
And I am also in my home. We're together but apart again because it's actually just really easy to do. Because driving is the worst, and Omaha drivers are even more of the worst.
Yeah, just the absolute worst.
So yeah, that's it. We're here to talk about 2 weeks worth of comics because last week was also just a clusterfuck, and that's nobody's fault.
No, it was a terrible week last week.
Yeah. So go ahead, Heather. You take it away. You start us off. You have so many comic books to talk
I have
about.
so many fucking comics today, and I'm just gonna get right into it. Okay, my first book here is it backwards?
No, it's forwards to
Okay,
me.
it's backwards on mine. That it confused me. I was like, oh my god, what if that's how they're seeing it? Okay, this is Cover of Darkness. This is a Source Point Press book. This is about vampires.
Shocker.
What?
Said shocker.
Shocker, yeah. So
you're reading a book about vampires. I'm absolutely just what?
It's told in two different times, I guess. One part of the story is a family of traveling folk, I guess. They broke off from their group of people that they had lived with before, and they're kind of trying to make it on their own. You discover that the family has kids that can kind of shapeshift in a way. So it's literally just them trying to like survive and figure out how to live off of the world. The other part of the story is following an actual vampire who his story takes place like 200 years before, and it kind of goes into how he became a vampire. So I don't know exactly how they're going to connect yet, but obviously they're going to.
Yes, that would make sense.
Yeah, it's kind of cool though. So the vampire's story is all in like very, very dark colors, like black and white essentially, which is very cool. The other story is all like in color.
Okay.
Still like dark tones and stuff, but it's still, there's more color in theirs. It's like I was telling you, I'm not quite sure how exactly I feel about it. I do like the story because I like vampire stories, but I'm not really sold on the art except for during the vampire's perspective because he's fucking cool as hell, man. Look at that guy.
Yeah, he is pretty cool. Those hands are awesome.
Yeah, he's creepy and gross and stuff, but I don't know. The cover I feel like is giving me clues.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the story, there's like werewolves that are introduced. There's like a vampire, but I don't know how that comes into play. I'm excited, I guess, to figure it out because I don't quite understand what is happening in the story.
All right.
That's that one.
That's that one.
And the next one is The Fourth Man, and this is the mystery story of like 4 people who are murdered on the same day, and the detectives are trying to figure out if they're connected, and if they are, why, what happened to them. This is just the second guy who was murdered. Goes into how it like connects to the first murder. Through the story, the detectives and stuff don't obviously know what's going on yet, but you know, I like this story. I'm still just kind of thrown off by the characters looking like actual famous people that we
for sure.
Yeah, so that's kind of strange to me, but the story itself is very cool.
That's what I thought about like the first issue, because you let me borrow that first issue, and I really I enjoyed the first issue for the most part, but I did not enjoy all of the characters looking like actors, and it's like I got it, like I understood why that was done, like in the perspective of like the book, but but like throughout the book, it always just felt like oh look, it's that person, or like, oh look, it's that person, instead of like in a movie where you just kind of like take it in. It felt way like just like, oh, it
Yeah,
felt like the Leonardo DiCaprio meme.
it's yes, no, exactly. It was uncomfortable in a way for that reason, and I don't know why it made me feel that way as well. But I think that's one of the only things that I just don't really like about this, and that I feel like that's pretty minor. Like the story
Yeah.
is good. I like the story. It's just that particular thing just kind of stresses me out because I don't understand why it needed to be done. Maybe we'll know. Maybe something is going to happen. Maybe it's really them in the story.
I would say maybe it's actually a movie within the comic book we're reading. You're reading.
I'm gonna have to look into that. I will let you borrow that one too, though, because I do think that you will like the way that the investigation is happening.
Okay.
And this is Hotel. This is issue number 3. This is the second volume. This is just the anthology of the horror stories that takes place in the Puro. I don't know how to say it. Hotel out in the middle of nowhere. This one deals with an artist who everything that he draws in the sketchbook kind of comes to life. That's it. It's cool. He discovers that he has like this talent after he draws the clown that the hotel is modeled after, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain because I don't really know how to say Pierrot. And if you know who that clown is.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's what the name is. And the mascot, I guess, if you want to call him that. There's a big portrait of him when you walk into the lobby. He's trying to draw it. When he draws it, he looks up at the artwork and realizes that the clown that was sitting previously is now standing, and he doesn't understand like what had happened. So he becomes obsessed with like drawing things because he used to be able to do it correctly, and now he can't seem to do it. So it's I really, really like this one because I like seeing this guy go crazy.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. And it also has a couple characters that showed up in the first volume of Hotel.
Okay, cool.
See like what's been happening to them since their stories. So I thought that was pretty neat.
That is a really cool aspect of it.
I really like this story. I do like that. I know that we've talked about this with other series before, how the narrators, just the way that they tell stories, especially in anthologies like that, where he's continually telling the story to like introduce the next one. I like this one because I'm gonna have to go back and read the first volume because I'm pretty sure the first issue of that is the same story that he's been telling like throughout.
Okay.
It's very well told and weaved. So
yeah,
I like it. It's a good, cute little anthology.
love a good horror anthology in this house.
We love it.
In our separate but together homes.
It looks like we're in the same house, just 2 different rooms. So
it could be the case. Nobody knows that we're not.
That's true.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna quickly just show this book I bought. This is Children of the Woods. This is a nice little trade. Smooth. Has some raised lettering.
It does feel really good. It's like a good material. How does that smell?
It smells like new book, but not like as good as it could smell.
Okay. That's
if that makes sense. I'm gonna read the little back part because the main reason I got this was because we had those bookmarks at work and I just kept looking at them and I was like, that looks like something I would enjoy. And so I was just like, I'll just add it to my profile, whatever, I'll buy it. So it's Heather also bought this today.
Yes, I got it today.
After a tale of revenge leads to a monstrous outcome, Amber and Quinn pay the price for power and magic as they become the newest children of the Black Woods. As Amber becomes intertwined with the secrets of the woods and the town they live in, Quinn learns he is not alone in the woods, and not all who reside there are welcoming. Featuring art by Josh Hickson and a story by Joe Chano. Ciano.
Chano?
Children of the Woods explores the monster within and what is left when that monster finally comes out. So it sounds really good.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
Yes, I mean, that's why I ordered it, or I thought I ordered it originally, but then just completely spaced. But that's why I had to get it too.
Yeah, it was, yeah, like I said, it was just one of those things where I just like saw the letter and I read the letter and I was like, huh, okay. And I saw like the bookmarks and I was like, yeah, this looks like something I would like. And so I just, yeah, ordered it for sure.
Yeah. It's a good artist too. We love him.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, now we have, are you ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Detectives.
Both of them.
So many detectives. 2 weeks of detectives.
We gotta stop doing that. Okay, so this is still the story of how Arkham Tower fell. You get I have a damaged book. You get a little bit more into why exactly the patients within Arkham seem reformed when they're actually not.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get to see that whole like break, I guess, on like how exactly it falls, how everything falls apart, nothing is working how it's supposed to. You get a little, we have a guest star in this issue.
What?
Psycho Pirate.
Oh, I was like, are you talking about Psycho Pirate?
Yeah, no, I was trying to show it, but like the light glaring off of it. So yeah. Anyway, Psycho Pirate is a big part of this. You did, oh my god, you look just like him. But that's really it, without spoiling anything, because this is actually a really good story and I've been enjoying it quite a bit.
Yeah, same. I really like, it's an interesting idea to explore too, that they want to find like an alternative way to like help these people. Yeah, but somehow it's just like Gotham and it's like not gonna work anyway.
Yeah,
Like, nobody actually does want to help. They just want like something for themselves.
They don't want the steps to solve it, they just want it solved.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, this, I have really been enjoying this story. I like the art a lot too.
Yeah, I think I had mentioned this like a couple weeks ago. The covers have all been really good because of how like realistic they are. The next week's, which I just saw today, is one of the most grotesque pictures of Penguin I've ever seen, but it's so good.
I know I've probably seen it. I don't remember. Hold on. I'm going to look it up really fast.
Yeah, I don't know why, but seeing him drawn that way just really grossed me out, and I loved it. It's very good.
I just like never thought I would be reading this book for so long.
No, me either. And I mean, the only reason we added it originally was because of Dan Mora.
Yeah, yeah.
Dark detective, right? That's where
Dan Morris started. Yeah, and then he started doing the regular detective title. And I was like, I wasn't necessarily going to get that. And I was like, yeah, actually, I do really want it. So
it's cool. Good. I hate this downfall into the DC books, even though I did say like I kind of want to read more DC because I've never really read much, and now I have the most DC on my poll and I don't know what to do about it. Every week it stresses me out.
It's okay. Like a lot of limited series here.
Yeah.
And then, you know, eventually detective will go back to every 2 weeks rather than like every week, which has been a lot.
Yeah, I think that is part of the reason why I'm feeling overwhelmed, is because it is every single week. But it's fine, because I feel like if this story was dragged out in that way, I probably wouldn't like it as much. I don't have to wait as long to see what's happening. So
I mean, yeah, I don't mind a weekly book either.
Yeah.
I did check out that cover. It was cool and gross.
Yeah, I really, really like it. I'm glad you thought that too. I looked at it and I was like, ew. But I loved it.
Okay, so next we have
wrong one.
Do you have it? Is this right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just looking at that before, and so I forgot to put it back in the right order.
This is Batman, Catwoman. This is issue number 10. We're getting to the end. We're
We
back
are getting
we're
there.
back with Clayman. Mother and daughter are fighting. Things are alluded to. And that's that. I just want this book to end, honestly. Just it's felt so long.
I know, and it's so there are a few pages that I really, really enjoyed the way that it looked. Like I thought it was really cool. But I feel like, and I hate saying this because I do really like Clayman's art. I think he's really good. But I enjoyed the story more when it was Liam Sharp.
I'm actually in a full agreement on that. I do. I mean, I have my problems with Clayman's art, but for the most part, I do enjoy it when it's not trying to be just like, I'm trying to think of the right word.
Too much.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Just like, yeah, too much that is the best way to describe it. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that there's just like one page that has Joker on it that is probably my favorite panels of him ever, and it's because of it's the least amount of detail I've ever seen Clayman use, but it works so well for him, and I'm just gonna show you because I just his stupid face there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I love that. I was like, damn, that's like the coolest Clayman could have ever drawn Joker. The dumb face that he's making.
But you got those chitties on the cover, so we got
Yeah. There was one stance that she does in here where I was like, why do you look like that? Maybe that one.
I mean, there's always like at least one or two, right? Like, where you're just like, what are you doing? What are you looking at? But like, I feel like he has toned down the asses.
Yes, no, I 100% agree. But he's pushed the ass up to the tits because the tits are out of control. He is really good at faces, though.
Like these ones.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Anyway, it's a book we're reading.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I don't love it.
This one.
Yeah.
I don't know why. When I looked at that, I was like, why does she look like that? Anyway, same. I definitely don't hate it. I enjoy it quite a bit, but I'm just like, I'm done. Like, I'm ready for it to be over.
Yeah, it just definitely didn't need to be 12 issues. It like 6, maybe 2.
I mean, like 6,
5,
just fine. Honestly, the special is probably the one I like the most at this point.
Yeah, I'll be excited to see it wrap up. I did put that new Tom King Batman book on my pull file, so just added it right to my pull. I don't know, like killing something.
Okay, I'll have to check that out because I think I was like, I'm not falling for your tricks anymore, Mr. King. But also at the same time, I kind of wanted to read it if it's the one that I'm thinking of, and I don't know what I'm thinking of right now, so I'll have to go look.
Yeah, you talk about the next book that we both have, but I didn't get a chance to read yet.
Okay, so this is Dark Knights of Steel. This is issue number 4. This is main cover. This is Harley cover.
It's called Killing Time. Batman Killing Time.
Okay. I'll think about it. But look how good this cover is.
Yeah, no, the cover is so good. I love it so much.
I love it. So I'm not going to go into detail about this because Chance.
I have been called Chance a time or two, and it really does. It warms my heart.
Well, what I was going to say was Champ hasn't had a chance to read it yet. But the words get stuck in my mouth. I don't talk no good. So, okay. Again, this is issue number 4. This is how Bruce was kind of raised.
Okay.
I think that's going to be the best way to put it. How he kind of got to know the royal family and how it is all connected because it's mentioned previously who he is in relation to them and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this just goes into how he was raised. It was
really
what?
good.
Really good.
We just keep talking at the same time. For some reason, I did not think you were going to say the word raised.
What did you? Oh, no. That's how he was raised. Yes, how he was raised. And how the role that his parents play into the whole story, which is different from the original Bruce Wayne parent origin.
Okay.
Yes.
Are they still rich?
Oh, of course. Why wouldn't they be?
Maybe they weren't.
I mean, it's very interesting. But I do, like I say with every single one of those issues, I like the liberties that they take with like changing the story just enough to fit it into the world that they're creating. I think, I mean, it's only 4 issues in, but that's probably like my favorite one because I don't know, it's exactly what you think it would be, but also at the same time, it's not.
Okay.
So that's all. You just got to read it. You got to read it to understand.
I'm excited. I will read your copy.
Okay.
You will bring it to me.
Yes, I will. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
I have Batman.
I was like, this isn't a book we have together, right?
No, this is issue 120. This really goes into Abyss and how Abyss is just really fucking up Batman's life. That's it. I don't want to like go into detail. The art in this I absolutely love. And I like this issue in particular because Batman is trying to free Batman Incorporated and stuff from the prison that they are in, but he can't do anything because he is completely blind because Abyss blinded him in the previous issue. So he is trying to do stuff with like a ear thing.
He's being like a bat.
Yeah, that's exactly what he is doing. It's even mentioned in here. But the detective that he has been kind of working with is the one who's like telling him what to do. And there's like one panel in there where he's like talking and he's like looking in the wrong direction. It's incredible. I love it. But yeah, this is where you kind of figure out where Abyss is and what he is planning with this whole thing that he's doing.
Okay.
I surprisingly still like it. I didn't think that I was going to be very into it after Tynan and Jimenez left, but I'm enjoying it quite a bit, and I hate it. Too many Batman books. This is the next one.
You really are like you're like balls deep in Batman right now.
Yeah, I'm a little tired, but they're all really good. And it's making me mad. So this is Batman Urban Legends. This is issue number 12. This is just a series of short stories written by different people, drawn by different people with different characters throughout the DC universe. I only read the first couple, so I'm not exactly sure what all the stories are about, but this issue is all the animals within DC.
Okay.
I haven't actually looked at the cover yet. It's very cute. Anyway, that's all.
That's all. I can't remember if that's all you had.
Yeah, nope, those are all my Batman books.
Okay. I have a Batman book too. I have the Joker, a puzzle box. This is this is issue number 7. It says right in the middle, issue number 7. This is the last issue. And yeah, and so you figure out everything that's been happening, and the Joker explains why he did it, and that's
do it.
You'll have to read the 7 issues of the book to find out. I don't know. I think it's a really good Joker story because by the end, like close to the end, you're kind of like, you're pretty close. By the end, you pretty much have like got it figured out what's going on. And even by the middle, you're just like, okay. But it's interesting to see what happens. And then when the Joker explains everything, it is very just like ludicrous Joker-esque sort of stuff, which I liked. It was good.
Yeah. That's like my favorite thing about Joker is just how fucking ridiculous he is.
Yeah, I think Matthew Rosenberg did like a really good job of like capturing that like chaoticness for sure.
Okay. All right. I'll read it then. I'll read it. I'll get there.
Okay. You ready, Doug?
Yeah, both of us?
Yeah, I believe so, right?
Okay.
Oh, that one's first.
I can do either, baby. I got both.
Okay, I guess we'll do this one.
Okay.
This is New Masters. This is issue number 1. The Eye of Urunmila.
That sounds right to me. I don't know how to use, I forget what they're called, those things.
It's language marks.
Yeah, I don't know if they had like a specific term because in
I know I'm sure they do.
yeah.
So this is just about a young girl who is trying to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And is kind of like, I don't know, it's been a week since, like 2 weeks since I've read this. I remember really enjoying it though.
Yeah,
she's in search of something, right?
yeah, no, it's like a post-apocalyptic world, it seems like, almost, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I just went like
A little blurry.
I'm blurry.
Yeah, fix yourself. But yeah, she almost seems like a scavenger. She's trying to find certain things to sell them to get money, food, their sort of currency, whatever. But then the second part of the story is it like a few years later? I can't remember. Because there is some.
I feel like it was all happening at the same time.
Okay. Yeah, see, I wasn't sure. It does not say though, like time-wise. So yeah, I assume at the same time. But yeah, then it's a group of grown-ups who are also trying to do similar things.
So I assume like everybody's stories are gonna cross.
Right. I think I need to go back and read this because I did read this last week, but I feel like I didn't really understand what was going on because it is set in this world. It's like a fantasy world. Well, not really fantasy, it just, yeah, they're in some sort of exclusion zone, but you don't really understand
Like
what is
how, I would say like how everything got to be to its point. Yeah.
Right.
And you just know that they're like, there's finite amounts of resources and the world is running out. The earth is running out of them.
Right. Yeah. So the young girl is trying to find what she can to survive, whereas the adults seems like they're trying to find things to take control.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. I guess it's only the first issue. I did really enjoy this one too. I thought the art and the colors were really, really good.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts too.
Yeah. And I'm interested enough in this world to like see what is going to happen to the world.
And I like the main character a lot, the girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She's very cute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You ready for the next one that you did not?
I did not. Did you read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is Newburn. This is issue number 3. I am not going to spoil anything for Champ because this is some of Champ's favorite kind of story. But basically Newburn and his protege, I don't remember what her name is, they are working together to figure out who is murdering people from the different gangs across the city. and they kind of
Mhm.
a lot is revealed in this issue. So
Okay.
yeah, I didn't want to say too much, but that issue is really, really good, and it just goes to show like how good Newburn is at his job and how well his new partner is at figuring stuff out too. So they make a really good team.
All right. Cool.
Okay, here we go.
You got this.
This is Critical Role, Vox Machina Origins issue, or series 3, issue number 5 of 6. In the last, I think the last issue or the one before that, the gang kind of got sucked into a different portal, and they fought against a dragon that had been freed from whatever bondage she was in. So in this one, Vax, who is my favorite person in this, he goes to his underground network of thieves, which is something that he's been a part of, and tries to uncover more information about the piece of stone that was used to free the dragon. And then they just kind of go on another mission. So just classic Critical Role stuff. Okay.
Classic.
Got it. Okay, keep going. This is Critical Role, The Mighty Nine Origins. This is Caleb, who is my favorite from the Mighty Nine. So this is just like the Jester one that I had like a couple months ago. It's just a story about Caleb's history, his origins before he joined the Mighty Nine, before he even met Not. If you know anything about Caleb's story, this is how he sets everything on fire. I have not read it yet, but it's because it had just way too much words. I had way too many books this week, and I just
get it.
Read that one later.
It's not like you don't have you have plenty of books. We've got lots to talk about. It's fine. It's fine.
True.
All right. So now I have Arkham City, The Order of the World. This is issue number 5 of 6. So I'm almost done. And in this one, you're just kind of, all of the characters are starting to come together, and Dr. Joy is starting to kind of question herself and like what's happening. Just as kind of like I was saying like last time, it's just like, I don't know if these people are using her and being kind of just being like, are you sure that you were actually a doctor, or if that is like actually the case, as I like had said last time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm excited to read the last one, even though I've really enjoyed this, and I know we can't continue, but it'd be interesting to see like more.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those limited series where I'd be down for like at least like 1 or 2 more issues.
Okay.
But still really well done, really well told story, and it really like does a good job of, I don't know, it's a really good dark Gotham story where it's not it's like a psychological horror like kind of sort of thing,
right,
or thriller, like where you're just like what's actually happening.
I love those
rather than like the actiony Gotham stuff.
Right. I think I like that a lot more for Gotham because I feel like that makes more sense.
Mm-hmm. I just don't think it's always like done very well, or they just don't do it often enough.
Like they're trying to be too edgy a lot of the time is what it feels like, and it's like you can just take it easy.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal, just like chill.
I like how Auntie decided that she had to be in frame.
Yeah, no, I noticed that. It was cracking me up because Bellamy a minute ago looked like he wanted to come sit on my lap, but he didn't, and I just thought it would be really funny if he did.
Good
All
chat,
right,
I guess.
ready?
I'm ready. So now we have 7 secrets. Okay. We got
I
it.
was waiting for you to pull it out so that I would know for sure it was the right one. Yes,
Uh,
the 7 Secrets, issue number 14. Eamon is getting closer to getting all of the secrets and destroying everything. But Caspar is not gonna let that happen.
yeah, it's weird because now you're just like, who is the bad guy and who is the good guy and what's really gonna happen? But then it's all like predestined to happen as well. So it's like, is anyone the bad guy or the good guy in this such situation necessarily? If it was all written and it's all been meant to happen regardless.
Yeah, that's a good question. It's the one that we always ask. Who really is good? I love this story.
Yeah, it's really good. I have like my problems with it, but I think they're like really minute and like kind of silly, but also just the flow of the story is not necessarily my favorite more than anything.
It is told very strangely, in a strange way.
Yeah.
But I did notice that it was kind of stilted at some points, and I did not like that. But I think the characters in it are all really good. So
Yeah. I like the characters, I like the art. I do enjoy the story itself. It is just one of those things where, yeah, some pacing issues and yeah, parts about it. Yeah. But
yeah,
it feels like it's gonna wrap up or at least like hit a top and then start to come back down
yeah.
situation.
I definitely got that feeling too, especially with the last page of this. It seems like it's gonna be over soon, which is fine. I don't think it needs to drag on too long.
No,
That yeah, it needs to wrap itself up because
there's not
there's
much more.
right. Then there's no reason to like keep it going either. Like we're already this far, we know what's happening. Like just do it.
Yeah. 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 And I think, yeah, that's the downfall with it. Anyway, I'm ready.
Hey, it's good.
It's good.
It's good. It is good. We like it.
It is good and we do like it. So this is Buffy the Last Vampire Slayer. This is issue number 3. It's a nice little mini series that I've really been enjoying. And this one features Spike, and I was very, very happy about this issue altogether.
We love Spike. This yeah, this is vampires have taken over the world at this point. They
Mhm.
have found a way to block the sun. And so Buffy and Spike and a group of witches are trying to cast a spell to bring the sun back.
Yeah, that's it. The
It's
Buffy, the Buffy book.
It's Buffy.
I mean, it is better than the main title Buffy. Oh, which I did read the last issue last week. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, no, I forgot to ask you about it too. How was it?
Okay. So we'll just finish this real fast. Great. Loved it. I would suggest this as like a little mini series for somebody to read. Older Buffy, just trying to get by in the world. Okay, so issue number 34 of Buffy was honestly, it was not good.
Okay.
But I would say it probably did the best job of like full circling and actually ending like a story arc and like completing like a bad guy where it didn't seem like just like off, where it's just like all of a sudden they're moving on to something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it felt like they did the thing, they did this multiverse thing, they did a big fight, they defeated the bad guy, that was that. And then so it was like the most ending that they had like done throughout the entire series. It still was just, I don't know, it took way too long to even do that.
Mm-hmm.
Just it felt like it took fucking 12 issues. And I know it wasn't that many issues, but it felt just like so long.
Right. Yikes. 34 issues.
34 issues. Yeah, 34 issues I read. Ended on a the end question mark. And I know that they're starting up a new Buffy. It's like, I think it's not a Buffy book because it's called The Vampire Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the solicit said like Buffy lost her memories or something like that, or like isn't Buffy and there's a new Slayer.
Okay, that could be nice.
So I added it to my pull file.
You're doing it again.
It's by the same writer who did the God, what book was it? What book was I saying it was? I think it's the Eat the Rich book.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure Sarah Gailey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's by her.
So it could be decent then.
Yeah, it could be all right.
That's the only book that I've read by her, but I liked that. So
Yeah. But yeah, that's I can't remember the artist. I just added it because I was like, well, I'm a glutton for punishment. Might as well just keep it going. And I don't know, there's been like these miniseries these have been good. Like there have been good Buffy things that have been happening. It just wasn't happening on the main title of Buffy.
that's fair. I think the first 4 issues of that were the best.
It's just because Dan Mora did the art. Yeah. I feel like if we went back and reread those first 4 issues, we'd feel the same way.
Maybe. All right, I'm gonna go.
Go ahead.
Okay, I have not read this one yet. This is God Killer Spiderland. It's issue number 2. I just wanted to show it to you. Yeah, I haven't read this yet, so I will get to it, and I will probably let you know, but we'll see. This is Good Boy. This is issue number 3.
John Wick with the dog.
Yeah, look how cool that cover is.
Yeah, it is a cool cover.
I love this dog. So basically, he's getting closer to getting to the person who killed his human. There's a really, really funny scene near the end where he's talking to the person who ordered the hit on his human. And he's just saying stuff like, we had an out, you knew that, you could have just let us go. And it just, it's really funny. Just, yeah, listening to this dog talk about that with another human being, like, we were out of the game. Like, why didn't you just let us go? Why did you have to kill him? It's very silly, but I love it. The art is like unreal to me because it's like bright and colorful, but then like the action, I'm trying to find a page of like them fighting. It's so violent. There's a scene where he straight up just shoots another dog's head apart. But like,
yeah,
I really like it. It's kind of dumb, but that's part of its charm. That's all I've got to say.
It's sometimes the thing, with action stuff in general.
It's really entertaining. Like, I didn't know what I was gonna think about it when I first read it, but I was like, it just seems like something I might enjoy. And I was right. But it's also something I've never read before, so it's very weird.
Yeah. Okay, well, I have next Life Zero. This is issue number 1. This is by Stefano Vietti and Marco Gicchetto. I'm just gonna butcher that shit every time. Really like Marco. This is just a zombie story. I really can't I don't care. I don't care about zombies anymore. I don't want to.
Why did you get
I can't. Did it? I don't remember it saying zombies anywhere. Did it say zombies anywhere?
I don't know. I feel like if it did, I would have gotten it.
So I got it because Marco. I like the art. I was like, yeah, give me the art. And the art was good. But just a ragtag team, military people have to go save their commander from a prison. And guess what? It's filled with zombies. They just
zombies.
it's really dark, and they're like, we're gonna turn on the lights, and I'm just like, okay. And first of all, they're zombies because they're like, wow, it's really quiet in here. It's like, this prison was full of people. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
My favorite thing in any zombie multimedia ever is in World War Z.
Are you going to talk about the same thing that you always talk about World War Z, when they all run up and make a pile of zombies on the wall?
No, something
Heather, please.
Something different when they're riding the bikes.
Wait, what? Zombies ride bikes in that?
No. The humans. Don't they? Am I just making this up? I feel like this actually happened when they're going to the plane and they're riding the bikes to the plane. Did I just make that up?
I've never seen the movie World War Z. I watched the first like 20 or 30. I watched up until the scene where they do the wall thing just for you, because Chris had put it on before I was going to go to sleep, and I was like, all right, I'll just watch for like a little bit. And I got to that part and I was like, all right, love you, Heather. Good night. And I went up to bed and fell asleep.
Oh I'm gonna, after we get off of here, I'm gonna make myself dinner and I'm gonna watch World War Z, because I swear they ride bikes to an airplane at one point and it's completely silent except for them riding bikes. I swear that's in my
head. That would make sense because bikes are supposed to be really quiet and quieter than driving cars. But yeah, they also flew a helicopter to the prison. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on where I just like, I really think the turning on of the lights thing, because it was super dark, really got to me. It's just like, I don't know, it seems like they're kind of like a group of mercenaries or something. So you think they would have like night vision goggles, like some sort of like bright fucking flashlights, something where they can be equipped to go into a dark prison full of zombies without being like, oh, we got to go find the fuse box, turn on all the lights in the prison, and wake up all the zombies. I don't know. Oh my god. Sorry, animals. But yeah, it's just, once again, zombie stuff. So I overthink it. I don't like it.
That's fair. Oh my god, Megatron looks so chubby.
Yeah, he is a fat man.
Oh my god. I
gotta do this again.
A few weeks, so.
Yeah, I don't know, everybody says he's fat now, so.
Yeah, he's been getting chubby, so that's a man. We love that. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
We got to do this. We got so many books left.
Not too many. 5, 6. All right, so this is Moon Knight. This is issue number 8. This is a Devil's Reign tie-in, and by that they mean you will not understand what's happening in Devil's Reign at all. You'll just be like, why is Moon Knight not in this book? And they'll say some vague things about him being in prison.
Yeah, that's basically what's going on.
But Dr. Moon is just filling in for Moon Knight.
Yeah, no, that's really all it is. That's all you need to know. There's just the stained glass Scarlet is the bad guy in this one. That's it. It's a very strange. It's one of those like one shots that don't need to be a part of the series at all. It's just a cute little story.
Feel like that's like, once again, feel like that's every issue of this book.
It's fair.
Where it's just like, oh, here's a bad guy. Here's a bad guy. Here's a new bad guy.
But
here's a new old guy. New old bad guy.
There's several pages within this that are just very good.
Yeah, no, it looks good. I like aspects of it. I just don't know. Like, part of me likes it and part of me doesn't.
Yeah, it's very weird because I don't know what the actual story is.
Yeah,
like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be following, Yeah,
because there's nothing like overarching about it. It is all just, it's very staccato.
Yeah. Yes, that is a good way of putting it.
And that's all I have to say about it, though.
Yeah, I really did not have a lot to say about that one either. It's just a very strange story. Okay, we going?
Yeah. Okay, so this is X Lives of Wolverine. This is issue number 2. This is just Wolverine in his past lives, kind of living them through visions, but also living them like fully.
Yeah.
Butterfly effect business going on
Yeah,
here once again.
He's in his head this whole time, trying to change things. Jean's trying to help him out with some. Oh God, my chair almost broke.
He's trying to save Charles and make sure that Charles gets where he needs to go and
Yes,
in the future and at all costs.
only telepathically.
I just like I don't like I did add it to my poll because I don't know, like I don't like it and I like it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's
And then sorry.
No, I can't decide if I like that one or not. I honestly like X Deaths a whole lot more. I feel like that is way more relevant.
Well, and see, that's what I was about to say. It's like I also don't really like X Devs because I don't really like the contrast of the two either and what they're
Right.
doing. Because it's
Right.
like, okay, these stories are supposed to go hand in hand. And I know we will see like the full circleness of it, but it's
Right.
just like I don't know. I just don't like it. It feels like unnecessary. And once again, like one of these problems that we're running into, like with the Krakoa era of X-Men as it like keeps going, it's just like, where the fuck did this even come from?
Yeah.
Like why did they do this? And then why, like I don't mind seeing like the Moira stuff, but like why?
Right.
Why within this story? And I once again, I'm sure they'll connect it all together and make it make sense, but I just don't I just don't get it, I guess is more so it.
Issues are there going to be of these? Is it 6 each?
I think it's either 5 or 6, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Maybe I would say 5 because 10.
right. Oh, that would make sense, but that would make too much sense. So I am gonna talk about this one real quick
Okay, go
without
ahead.
spoiling anything. Because it obviously goes hand in hand with that one.
Mhm.
But this is literally just so I said I liked this one a lot better, and I think it's because after Inferno, that was the last one, right? Yeah, after Inferno, Moira's gone, and this kind of is just explaining what happens to Moira after that, while also, and I think actually while we were just talking about it, I kind of connected the pieces in my head as to like how these two
Well,
are
it's going, one's going this way and one's going this
right,
way.
right. But
That's why I said they're gonna come together. We're gonna figure out how they like
yeah, I'm one
connect.
step ahead of everyone. I've already got it. But I like this one because Moira is trying to stay hidden from Mystique with the help of Jane Foster. And it is very interesting, and I like the shit that Mystique is getting up to in this. She's being
Mystique rules.
She's being naughty, like very, very naughty in this one. And then a different I'm gonna call him the Dark Wolverine makes an appearance in this one, but it's not really a Dark Wolverine. It's just why can't I think of anyone's names right now?
Warlock.
Doug's
Warlock.
Okay, I thought you said Carlock, and I was like, that's not his name.
His name is Carl.
But yes, Warlock Wolverine type deal. But yeah, I think I like this a lot more because I like
Warveline.
Warveline. You did it. I like watching Moira run for her life and Mystique chasing after her, trying to kill her. She reminds me of that one Vine of the woman running and the guy who says, "Why are you running? Why are you running?" That's what this whole thing reminds me of, and I love referencing Vines through comic books. So
I don't know. I don't know anything about Vines.
Oh. Okay. Well,
it's like how you're into TikToks and I'm not.
I'm
I
not
never.
into TikToks. I like animals, and TikToks are made about animals.
You like TikToks, dude. You're into TikToks. Like, just it's okay. But yeah, I'm not. I never got into Vines, and I never am getting. I've never really gotten into TikTok. So I think there's like a direct correlation between Vine and TikTok.
I actually didn't get into Vine until it no longer existed. And then I found like compilations on YouTube and like,
Mhm.
because I didn't have like a smartphone or anything at the time, so I couldn't like watch them online or watch them on the app or anything like that. So I never like got into it at that time, but people kept referencing Vines to me and I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is. So I went and watched a compilation and was like, I get this, dude. This is
Get this.
I fucking get it.
It's okay. It's fine. I
Look,
cannot get Vines, and I can understand TikToks to an extent. It's okay.
I'm older than I want to admit, but not old enough that I want to talk about it either. So you
Go
want to talk?
ahead. Yeah, talk about your next book.
Oh, the
Wait,
next one is both of ours.
I have a different book then.
Yeah, yeah. He goes 1 1 1 1 1 right now.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you talked about the X deaths.
Mhm.
My bad. Okay, so this is Devil's Reign. This is issue number 4. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to like talk about this book, because Wilson Fisk is using Purple Man to try to influence the whole city to vote for him for mayor. Doc Ock decided to bring all of these different versions of him that had infected different heroes from different like universes over to this universe. So there's like a Wolverine, like I can't even remember, She-Hulk maybe, that was last issue, but just a bunch of different like types of him. And then Rhino kind of lets loose like what is happening, because Wilson Fisk wants Purple Man's kids for like the most power he can get for influence. So yeah, it's there's a lot going on here. Other stuff happened at the end. The very last page of this was super cool. Like the art was so good. I'll show it, but without the
Okay, that's cool.
yeah. So yeah, it's Marco again.
Chichetto.
But yeah, it's yeah. I don't know if I necessarily like this story as much as I'm just reading it.
Okay. You're
If that
not
makes
reading the tie-ins either, except for the X-Men one, right?
yeah, I'm reading the X-Men one. I picked up the Daredevil, like Woman Without Fear one, but like I told you, it's just like I read like half of it and I just couldn't, like there was something about it that was like wasn't clicking with me. And part of me still wants to try again, but when I went to go read him today, I was just like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
I didn't have any like care or want to read them, which is always like a sign, in my personal opinion.
Yeah. No, I definitely understand that.
So it's like, I don't want to.
Then you aren't going to enjoy it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. It was just like, there's no need to force myself to read it. And it's just like, if I've already tried to read it, like, am I going to enjoy it? But then I also was trying to read it at work. So on like a Wednesday. So is it one of those things where it's just like I was getting interrupted too many times and I just couldn't like focus, so I couldn't get into it? Or is it one of those things where like I truly did not enjoy it?
Yeah, I don't know. I would say sit down on like a Sunday before I come over and try to read it.
Good point.
Yeah, maybe that could be like, I don't know. That'll be a test. I'll text you about it on Sunday.
Yeah, and be like,
Remind you.
hey, are you not doing homework? Do this.
Read. This is your homework. Okay, ready?
Yeah. All right. So we got Daisy next. This is issue number 3. Some cult shit is going down. Some gods are doing some wild things. So it's like a chaotic as hell issue.
Yeah, no, this was all over the place, and I fucking loved it. So the woman in the first issue who is traveling to this town where her son had like called her has finally like seen what is happening within this little commune. I don't know what else to call it.
I mean, it's kind of like a community as a whole.
Yeah. She is informed of like what is happening by her son, so she's getting more pieces to what is happening in this cult.
Yeah.
It's I really like it. It's especially this issue, I think, just because of how grotesque it was.
The art in this book is so good.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I really like the story, but I really like the panels, and I really like the art. And the thing, it's like an oddly confusing book while also not being confusing. It's like I know I have my mind wrapped around it, but every single issue I'm just like, do I understand what the fuck's happening?
Right. And I'm sure we will, like, especially once we figure out what happened, like in these last few pages, like what happened, then I'm sure it's definitely going to make more sense as a whole. But they just really love cliffhangers, these comics.
They really do. Okay, it's your turn.
Okay. This is Faithless. This is the final series within the universe. This is issue number 1. Faith has been brought back from hell, essentially, and she is changed. So her best friend from before she became a famous artist comes to visit her because the last thing that she heard was Faith was in the hospital, like catatonic, not okay. But when she goes to see Faith, she's up walking around talking, but like acting kind of strange. So she's trying to figure out what kind of influence the Thorn and Poppy from the original 2. She's trying to figure out what sort of influence they hold over Faith and how it's been fucking her up.
It's that's the dad and the daughter, right?
Yes. Yep. There is some very violent sexual acts going on here. So you don't know really if this is something that actually happened or if this is just like an introduction to like, hey, Faith is fucked up. But it kind of makes me feel like when she was in hell, this is what was happening to her.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, but there is like this page is just so sick. It's so good. There's so much happening on it. I love it.
There is a lot going on there.
I love her art. That's like the main reason why I keep going back to it, is just because her art is so cool. But yeah, I so far like this one a lot better than like the second series. I don't think I really cared for the second part of the series.
No.
But I like the way that this one is starting so far. I wish I had my Ncbd version, but we'll get it.
Yeah, it's like a book that like I don't know. I don't think I would like it. It's definitely a you book and not a me book necessarily.
Yeah, no, it's a little fucked up. It's even like sometimes I'm like, do I actually enjoy this or do I just like dicks? Like I can't decide.
It's all right.
See with this one. Ow. I keep hurting myself. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. We're real close to being done, so you won't have to hurt yourself anymore.
So close.
So I have Monkey Meat. This is issue number 2. This is just little tiny like short stories about this island, Monkey Meat Island, where this corporation owns the entire island. This is just about a boy who, reads a bunch of books or manga or comics, however you want to think about it, and gets beat up and then drinks a god and becomes like a dark god, which is kind of based off of like, his favorite anime type stuff. And
so cool. Naruto?
yeah, I mean, it's like the book as a whole is just like the art in this issue is really, really, really cool.
That's really neat.
There's just like the contrast on some of the pages is like the colors and stuff.
Oh yeah, damn, that is really sick. So each issue is a different story.
Yeah,
Or
within the like this, yeah, like Monkey Meat Island. And I think they all kind of like touch or connect, at least so
okay,
far. But yeah, like I've really enjoyed it. I think it's I don't know, it's an interesting little story so
right.
far.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
At least in my personal opinion, I'm enjoying it. I think, yeah, and I especially love like, yeah, the different art in this one. It feels so much different than the first one. I might be just completely blanking out on the other one though.
Are you high?
No, but my brain is also just filled with like so much shit right now. I'm like,
Right.
what
Yeah.
was the first one?
I will have to read that because I know you said that the first one was quite enjoyable, and I talked to someone else about it too, and I can't remember. But I've heard that from more than you, so I feel like I should read it just because I wanted to begin with, but I don't know. We'll
And
see.
it's a quick little read too. So
Yeah.
okay, I'm ready. So this is Norse Mythology. This is the third part of the series, and this is issue number 1. So this is also wrapping up. I think this is the rest of it. This is wrapping up the rest of it. So this is Thor going on a nice little fishing trip.
I do have to say, like, I have not read this one yet, and I will get to it, but I love the colors in this one.
Oh yeah, no, the art and colors in this book are just phenomenal. Like the first page alone is like the like that is so good. That looks so good. Yeah. I enjoyed this one a lot. I've always like I've enjoyed a lot of these, but I do like the art in this one, I think, the most so far.
Yeah, I was talking to Wendy about it today because we were trying to figure out, like, has it been this guy the whole time?
No, the artist changes.
Okay, that's what I thought, and that's what I said, but yeah, anyway, I love Iger, so I am excited to read this one, which means that Ragnarok is coming up soon.
Yeah, because the next issue is done by Colleen Duran.
Okay. I'm very excited. I love, it's the only Neil Gaiman thing that I've ever liked, so I'm excited.
I'm about to start reading Sandman at some point, so we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I have one more, and I haven't read this one because I just got it today, but this is Pirate Queen. This is issue number 4. I think this is the last one. Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's the last one.
Yeah. I just flipped to the last page and just fucking ruined it for myself. So it is the last one of the series. So we'll see.
Why you're not supposed to do that.
Well, I meant to go to the end because there's usually another story at the end. And for some reason, I thought if I went there, it would tell me if that was the end of Pirate Queen. I don't know. It was a dumb thing that I did. It made sense at the time, but it is what it is. And that's it.
That's it. That's all we got. It was a 2 weeks worth of comics week. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time.
I read so many books last night.
Did you?
I was up until 2:00 in the morning. Yeah. It was awful because I don't know why, but lately I haven't been able to just like sit down and read. So I could read one and then take like a 20-minute break, and then I'd read another one and take. So it took me forever, and like I liked it, but I didn't at the same time.
Yeah, like I get it. I mean, my excuse, I read 6 comics today. My excuse is mainly just like I got home Tuesday, read a bunch of comics, and then like last night I was just like, dude, I don't want to do anything with school and work. I don't want to do anything. And then today I was like, oh my God, I have so many comics to read in between schoolwork I have to do. That's why I'm behind on comics, on some comics. It's fine. I'll catch up. It doesn't matter.
We'll get there.
I pay money for both, but you know, comics are never gonna like cost me tens of thousands of dollars.
Maybe one day.
So yeah, that's all I've got. I don't have anything cool or fun to say otherwise. So go support your local libraries, support your local comic book shops, take care of your friends. Stuff sucks as always, forever and ever. Amen.
Yep.
Heather.
You should, if you don't keep in contact with your family very often, you should, because you never know when it'll be their last day.
Also, Heather's husband has like a song coming out.
Yeah, he's releasing a new track tomorrow. He just finished his new album, which will be coming out soon. I don't know if I'm supposed to say what it's called, so I'm not going to, but he is, releasing a music video and a track tomorrow.
That's Cold. That's Coldplay.
Coldplay, yes.
So good. So cold. Go check that out. Just do good things, and we love you, and we'll see you on the flippity flap.